Hello, I'm Steven, the calculator guy, and today we're going to talk about IDOs. What are they, how do they work, and how are people making a lot of money off of them? So the basic idea of an IDO is that it is an initial DEX offering. What that means is it's a chance to get coins before the free market or the external, larger, broader market gets to have those coins. And you get to buy them at a really cheap discounted price. Now, some of these coins fail and the investment flops. However, some of these coins do incredibly well, and your initial investment can go up to 500x in a matter of months, or even sooner. So, how do these things work? Well, the basic idea is each Launchpad where you'll participate in IDOs has a proprietary token. For example, this probably has like the Pad coin, the Tron Pad coin, the BSC Pad coin, the Artemis coin, Miss coin, and Starterra has their own coin. And with these coins, you have to stake a certain amount to get access to an allocation. Now, an allocation is the amount of a coin that's going to be released that you're allowed to purchase before anyone else has a chance. So, if you go to how it works. The projects available now are, well, there aren't any. But there was Valhalla, which is coming soon. There is Valhalla coming soon. So if you click on this, it may tell you some additional information. No, it won't. Projects that were closed. So here, Pad. Wow. I wonder what kind of allocation they got. So Pad happened today, and for most people, it went incredibly well. People made a lot of money off of it. But we don't know really what the allocation was. So it says participants 1618, cap was 125,000. So 125,000 divided by 1618 means each participant got roughly, on average, $77 worth of the coin. And they got it at about a 3,000% discount. Which is incredible, absolutely incredible. So the way these things work is that you're given a really small allocation, like $50 to $100, and that's all you're allowed to purchase of these coins before they're released to the major markets. And you can get that oftentimes vested over a period of months. So you usually get like some portion immediately, maybe 10%, and then you'll get the rest of your 90% vested to you over half of a year. Sometimes 5 months, sometimes shorter. It depends on the particular IDO. And with these IDOs, generally you have to have KYC. Now what KYC is it is you proving who you are, and oftentimes that you are not a resident of any IDO prohibited countries. Now why a country would prohibit IDOs, I don't know, because it's literally just an opportunity to make money. It's weird that countries would limit their citizens' abilities to do this. But the United States is one example of where IDOs seem not to be available. So any IDO that requires KYC, probably not available for US citizens. However, there are some IDOs that do not require KYC. That does not mean that the IDO is legal. It just means that you can participate at your own risk. So, Pad, I believe, requires KYC. Tron Pad requires KYC. And with these, what you're going to notice is that they have different levels. I don't think it doesn't say here, but you'll have different levels, and depending on your level of how many Tron you've staked, and oftentimes you can be over $100,000 for the top level, you will have a larger amount of whatever IDO token to purchase. So I probably have to connect. Oh, here we go. So Pad, Pad, these were all things that people had access to. So Sun Private, this is probably the highest tier, I imagine, like Blue Diamond for BSC. But with all of these pads, right, essentially you're getting super early access to coins, and yes, there may be some vesting period, but very frequently these do multiple X's. Now, you have to lock up a lot of money. I mean, like multiple tens of thousands, in some case over $100,000, in order to access just being able to purchase $50 to $100 worth of these coins before they're released on market. For a lot of people, that does not seem like a good investment. But oftentimes these coins do multiple X's, like 10 to 50 to 100. So if you're willing to treat this kind of like a passive income strategy or passive income opportunity, hopefully over time it works out for you. Now, it won't always be the case, but the hope is that it does. So BSC pad, very similar. BSC pad, I believe, is the largest. And so coming soon is Dex Sport closed. They just had Pulse Pad. Starterra is another one who's on the Luna network. I also believe that they have KYC, which means a lot of people are not able to join it. But let's just see. Oh, Kujira. So Kujira is an interesting one. I'm kind of excited for this. It's like the whale eater, which is, why they have this Kujira. Just here's the whale. And Orca is one of their sub-protocols. One day? Ooh, I want to register for this. Okay, well, that aside, do I need to KYC for this? That's the question. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not. So Pylon is one of the smaller launchpads. And these smaller launchpads, these kind of, I don't want to say rinky, but these smaller, less well-known launchpads do often allow for people to participate without being KYC'd. So without proving citizenship of some country or without giving out without doxing themselves. So what you would do is you would deposit some level of Pylon, and you can see there's a 12-month total vesting. So rewards start being claimable after 1 month. You have to wait a year to vest all of it. And I think one of the recent ones from Pylon, I want to say it was Pylon, was Valkyrie, and that did relatively well. So we have these ones which are already live. Valkyrie, yeah. So this was one of the biggest ones, I believe. 18-month vesting, 12-month vesting, 6-month vesting. I think you can still participate, which I don't fully understand. Terra World, Nexus Protocol. So Nexus Protocol, which I already did a video on, started on the Pylon Gateway. So you can see that there are some pretty good protocols that come out of this. This is Terra, and this is and Loop too. I'm not as familiar with mine, but Loop is pretty popular. I don't think that I don't personally use it because I don't think their APR was that impressive. But what you'll notice is that this also has access to Kujira, which I'm super excited about. I just said that on Starterra. So you could theoretically have Starterra access and Pylon access for a larger initial allocation of the coin, which is exciting. So there's also the Artemis Protocol, which is pretty brand spanking new, that's currently doing the reverse IDO. And this IDO ends tonight in 6 hours. And what you'll see is the USD raised for this is nearly 6,000% for each one of these tiers, which means that people in those are only going to get 1/60th of what they contributed. However, the other 59/60ths are going to be given back as overflow. So you'll contribute wrapped 1, whatever amount you contribute. Like if you contribute 60 wrapped 1, you will get 1 wrapped 1's worth of reverse IDO, and the 59 will be refunded back to you when the IDO is over. A bit of a bummer for those who have invested in this, but. So that's it. So the basic idea of all of these different pads, or launch pads, is that you get very early access to coins, which allows you, if you chose well, to make a lot of profit off of these coins. However, the biggest downside is that you're exposed to some of these really crappy, no offense, really underperforming pad coins. And you know how I don't like being exposed to swap or farm coins? I also don't love being exposed to these coins. So the way I look at that is sort of like investing in a strong node. For example, where there's an upfront cost, sometimes a rather steep upfront cost, that I like to consider gone after I stake it. So even though it's a liquid asset I can unstake and sell anytime I want, if I consider that an upfront cost, and then just now I have access to all of these pads and hopefully make some passive income off of them, then I think that I'll be able to sleep well at night. But if I think, oh my gosh, I invested X amount of money into these coins are tanking, being the pad coins, then I would not sleep as easy at night. And so let's look at why. So if we look at BSC pad, for example, BSC pad coin, which might literally be called BSC pad, yeah. What you'll notice is it is tanked dramatically after the IDO for PulsePad. So PulsePad was happening. Whoa, a lot of people are buying their coins to participate in PulsePad. PulsePad's over. People are going to start dumping that coin. This is going to go way, I predict this is going to go down to, the $2, maybe even $1.80. Could even be $1.50, right? Until the next big IDO comes out, and then it's going to go back up, and then back down, and back up, and back down. And you can do that, and you can ride that roller coaster, but like I said, I'm just going to park my money there and imagine it's all gone. Not that I'm participating in that, because I can't, not allowed to, I'm an American, but if I was. So there you have it. That's a basic overview of IDOs. There are some that require KYC, some that don't. The ones that don't are generally much smaller pads that are trying to capitalize off of anyone participating, and I think want to seem at least or be more decentralized, though they do still warn you, I think in some places, that you should be aware that these are not allowed all over the world. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my content, please support me, or feel free to support me by joining my Patreon. I do drop some additional information there and resources, and I answer questions much more consistently, usually within 24 hours for all of my patrons. If you message me on Twitter or on Telegram, I may take up to a week or so because I'm flooded with questions on those platforms. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day.